I just like, I don't even want to test the beauty blender. It's like, how to put it, you know, it's like that guy or that person telling you the better than the man that you have, but you know what you have, but you don't know what you're going to get. I know what I have with this, so I am just good. I'm just good. I'm not going to pay 20 euros when I know I'm going to get the same results with the 8 euro sponge. 8 euro bay versus 20 euro bay. Which one would you pick? I am back again, and right now we are just going to jump into it. We're going to talk about sponges. Everybody's seen all these different makeup sponges from different brands and stuff. Do you need to buy the expensive one? If it is, you could still get a good payoff after using, you know, just a regular one or not. I used to think that, okay, I don't necessarily need a beauty blender, all these different sponges, they're exactly the same, because I saw a lot of videos on YouTube of girls buying maybe cheaper sponges from either the dollar store or different stores, and it was not costing them $20. So I was thinking, of course I can get away, you don't need expensive one. Probably saw me using a sponge like this in the start of most of my videos. It was a sponge something like this, or one that resembled the beauty blender, but it was a pink one. And these are sponges that I got from AliExpress, and I could tell you just by feeling it, when it is not damp, it is a little bit hard, kind of have this bouncy, something like rubber kind of feeling. And I honestly thought that it was doing a good job. At least to me it was doing a good job. I remember not liking the fact that when I washed it out, the only makeup wouldn't come out even if I left it soaking overnight. I did the oil ones, I did the ones with the soap, I left it soaking overnight in the soapy water or with an oil mixture, but it would not get squeaky clean like it was on the first try. But after a while, the particles used to kind of come off, or sometimes when I used it on my face, I would see like little pieces of sponges coming off over a period of time, and I really didn't like that. After that, I went on and I saw that Kiko Milano had one, and I remember it cost me just about 5 euros. I was so happy that it was not a super expensive one. And then after using that one, I noticed that the one I was using before was like, blah. It was just like nothing. So not nothing, well, thank you for all the work that you do, but in comparison to the one from Kiko Milano, it was amazing. That one, it had a really nice, a strange cut, so it's really slim. I didn't have a curve spot, and I really loved that for like going under my eyes and concealing, because I didn't have any work to do. It just fit perfectly on the curve, right from right under the eye to the cheek, and I love that. I also noticed that the way how it soaked up water was different. The other sponge, it was swollen, but it didn't swell like how the Kiko Milano sponge was swelling. And then like when I squeeze out the water, the way that it will pick up the product and then apply it to my face was completely different. So the Kiko Milano one is like when you could squeeze and it could like still get the product to come out. It's just not sucking it up completely or just sitting there on the sponge. It transfers to the face. But I just love the versatility, and the way how the shape was for under my eye was my favorite thing with the Kiko Milano sponge, and it only cost 5 euros. I went on, I also bought regular sponges like these, you know, from Kiko Milano, and I love those as well for when it is I want to bake under my eye or do reverse contouring. And you could also wear these and apply makeup to your skin if it is you don't want to invest in, for example, the beauty blender or even the cheapy ones. If you realize it's really not cutting it, this would work better than the cheapy ones. The way how it is, it will be really easy to go around places like this, go down the nose for precision. So this is one of the good things with these kind of sponges. You can't go wrong. It is the old school one, but you could actually do the same thing that you do with the beauty blender sponges or the beauty sponges. But when you compare the material, I think these kind of sponges like this are a little more porous than this, at least this particular brand. some supermarket brands you would find it a little more porous, so you could switch it up, because I have found ones from the supermarket where I had a lot more versatility than these, for example. You could also get these cheapy sponges that you find in like the dollar store or in other like, you know, you get them in a pack. This is not the pack, I just transfer it into this because I like how it's clear and I could see what's inside. These are really good too. You could also play around with this, and this is inexpensive, and if it is you want to make sure you don't contaminate your face, at least you have quite a few to use out, and then, you know, wash your day for your sponges. Then you have other brands that you could find on the internet. I hear about Real Techniques and different things. This is the IMAX. I discovered this a few months ago and I am in love with it. This is the ish. This is the ish. If this had like the shape of the Kiko Milano, I will just be like, this would just trump all sponges I've tested so far. Now, I have never bought the beauty blender, the Real Beauty Blender. I'm just like in Sephora looking at it there like, no, I am not paying 20 euros for you. No. That is me. So if that is not you, all well and good. But this like trumped out the Kiko Milano one, because when I this thing swells up. I showed it in a review that I did of the IMAX, so you could go and check it out. This thing is like, it swell up, then it gets the product. The product is there, and when I think I got all product, I just squeeze, and some of the water that it had in there will like come down. I can get a lot of usage out of every last bit of product from inside of this sponge, so I just love it. Yes, you can get away and do a lot of things even if it is you don't have a super expensive sponge. I say look around and find, because I mean, every single minute you're going to see some new beauty thing on YouTube, and you can't buy everything. Those are the sponges that I have here. I have a lot of usage out of them and I really love it. Our makeup sponges, all of that, I say yes, they are all of that in a way, especially for me. I think for when you want a dewy finish or a nice flawless finish, I use my brushes a lot, but I find that I use the sponges more, because honestly I do think, not that I use less product, but I just like that there's no streaking with these and spot application. So if it is icy, you know, I just not going like that and things. I always kind of concentrate on areas where a little darker, concentrate on areas where I have spots, and then you find out just smear it over the already kind of perfect skin areas. So this way I find it looks a way more flawless than with a brush. I still use brushes, but I have found that these are just amazing, so I'm loving it. So go out there and test out sponges. Not one sponge is like the sponge king or the sponge queen, I guess. And don't think, I know some people always ask me, well, which sponge to use, you're doing makeup and you should know which one is best. I don't think anyone is best. You just have to find the one that is best for you and best for your pocket. So thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you all in the next one.